Alright guys, well it is, I don't even know what day it is. It says it's 90 out, 98 out, feels like 100, and I'm okay with it right now. Obviously I don't have my sweat rag on, but it is overcast as you can see. So I'm going to try and get a couple of things done quick. And while I'm at it, figured I would clue you in on the whole kitten issue. We have acquired some kittens. I'm trying to run the hose right now, so hang in there with me because we're on limited time. So I've been feeding them every 2 hours like they're supposed to be fed. So of course the last 3 days have been exhausting, and still trying to do all the gardening. Come on, Chance. Come on. Come. Chance, come. So yeah, it's been extremely exhausting. The hose doesn't want to come, can you tell? I'm struggling today. Oh. Alright. So, we got 3 baby kittens. The rule of thumb is if you find kittens, you're supposed to wait 3 or 4 hours to make sure the mommy don't come back before you determine that they're abandoned. Well, just so you guys all know, I did not sign up for this. It was something that had to be done because when we found them, well, I heard them at 10 o'clock in the morning and couldn't find them. I came out at noon to open the car up to get ready to take Ben to work at 2. Heard them still, started watching the cameras, and didn't see any kitties or cats or any sign of a cat anywhere in the neighborhood of my yard or in front of the yard or, close by. By 2 o'clock, they were still out here crying and no signs of a mama. So I let them be. I took Ben to work. I kept watching for the mama on the cameras while I was doing a couple of errands and kept coming back and forth to the house because I had a lot to do that day, and still no mama. And they were still crying. They didn't move much, and I noticed that they had their eyes closed. I didn't touch them because number 2 rule is you never touch an animal that's a baby. Come on, you. Thank you. Okay. Never touch a baby animal because human scent will make it so that the mommy won't take care of them. It's just an instinctual thing that they do, I guess. So I left them be. Had dinner at, 5 or 6. They were still squalling. Asked around to a couple of people that I know that do rescue and have farms or would know of anyone that could take these kitties. And of course, I ran into a bunch of dead walls. So, with that being said, by 8:30, they still had no mama around. And so I went ahead and called our local Tractor Supply because that's where you go for all your farming stuff and animal stuff. And they had the supplies I needed to take care of these babies because obviously they'd been out here in the heat, 95-degree temperatures before heat index, and no mama. and crying the entire day. So I talked to Ben, and Ben and I decided, okay, it's time to intervene. So I got the supplies to take care of the kitties, which is basically some kitten formula, newborn kitten formula, and a bottle. And I came home and I got them out of their little spot they were in, very exposed to pretty much everything. Not in direct sun, but where they were at, they were actually got more heat than being in the direct sun, because the sun was reflecting off of the underpinning here, making it extremely hot where they were at. When I picked them up, they were pretty hot to the touch, which was scary. And I didn't know if they were going to survive. So I started taking care of them and did what I could. They are still alive, just so you know. And I'll do a video here in a little while, or when I get a chance and I have more energy, because we have to give them a bath. They're getting kind of dirty. But anyways, as the story goes, so now we have 3 baby kittens that I have been bottle feeding now for 3 days. Today is Tuesday, and we found them on Friday. So today will be 4 days. Because I didn't bring them in until late Friday. No, I don't know. I have to look at the calendar. I can't even keep track right now. I've got it wrote down just so that I know how old they are, how much I'm doing, and everything. I do not have a scale to weigh them. I have a scale, but you have to have a scale that reads grams, because newborns do not weigh pounds. They weigh in grams. So I'm still working on getting a scale. It's just that right now our budget is extremely tight. We had to put the formula and one of the baby bottles on the only baby bottle we have on a credit card, just because we weren't going to let them starve. So that's an expense that we kind of had to swallow, but it was the humane thing to do. Cut that water off. So that's what's going on. There's 3 of them, and 2 of them look like twins. They're practically identical. The only difference, and if you look at my posts, you will see I just got the other 2 posts up. We have twin 1, which when I found her, she was nothing but skin and bones. And up until yesterday and this morning, I wasn't even able to tell what sex they were. So, but yeah, twin 1 has a white ring around her neck, and she was nothing but skin and bones. Twin 2 looks just like twin 1, was a little bit heavier. He actually had a little bit of meat on his bones. He's a little bit of a belly. So he's doing good. He looks just like his sister, except for he does not have the white ring around his neck. And then the only one out of the 3 that was normal size for a kitten or a newborn was actually the one that I'm calling Oinker. And that's because she is normal size and she is an Oinker. I was going to call her Piglet, but I thought that was not nice. So we call her Oinker, and she eats quite a bit. So she's healthy, moves around. She's a real wiggler. So she's healthy and moves around well. And I guess I better leave this hose over here for now, because I got water in the front. So yeah. Oh no, I gotta fill that water because I gotta empty it. So Anchor is doing good, and she's cute as a button. She's all gray. So those are our 3 kitties. No, I am not keeping them. We are just taking care of them and keeping them alive. And as soon as I get them of age, then, and I keep them alive, hopefully, then we will be looking for homes for them. Because we already have way too many animals and we don't need any more mouths to feed, especially as they get bigger. But, so that's what we've got going on right now. Let's see, what else can I tell you about them? Oh, Twin 2, and now I'm not calling them Twin 1 and Twin 2 anymore. As of yesterday, I started calling them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Because I just thought Twin 1 and Twin 2 just was kind of cheesy. So I figured, okay, there's 3 of them. We'll go with the cat in the hat kind of thing. We're going to move you to right here so I can get this done. And so we are calling them Thing 1 and Thing 2 and Oinker. Okay. Get you over here a bit. There we go. Because I got to get you to start emptying. Point you down. Don't let you leak. Okay, there we go. Are you stable? Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, we have Thing 1, Thing 2, and then Oinker. And Thing 2 has started to started to have this sneezy thing going on. It started yesterday morning. I think it's because I did take them all 3 out a couple mornings ago. I took them all out of the hut and wrapped them in a towel and had Ben hold them so that I could clean their bedding. And when I put the new towel in, I took 1 towel out, which I thought I took 2 towels out, but I only took 1. I put 2 towels in, and it wasn't keeping them warm enough. So I turned the heating pad up because they do require to be quite warm anyways. So thank goodness they were outside, but they were too warm. So they got a little bit of a chill. So I turned the heating pad up, put them all back. You know, they were in the hut by then, and they're starting to keep warm again. So that's good. Today I'm going to do their bedding again. Just because I've noticed that this morning, one of them had done a little duty on its own, which is a good thing because that's a good sign. But at the same time, we can't have them roaming around or laying in their own feces. So we're going to wash up their bedding and change it again. Keep an eye on the heat to make sure it is adequate for them. And got to get the stuff, and I'm going to give them a bath because they have to be washed. They've got a little bit of milk on them, and like I said, one of them did a duty in their bedding, so it's got a little duty on it. So I'm going to go ahead and give them all 3 a bath so that they are clean. In order to do that, I have to have a very gentle, non-scented soap. So I'm going to use either Dawn dish soap or my Thieves dish soap. I'm not exactly sure which one. I'm thinking I'm going to use the Thieves dish soap. Just to make sure that they're completely clean. And then of course, once I take them out of the water, then I will have to go ahead and put them in a towel and towel dry them as best as I can. And then if they're not dry enough, then I'll use the blow dryer and blow dry them so that they're dry. You can't put them in there wet. They can't keep themselves clean or dry or lick themselves or anything like that yet. These are long-haired kitties, so they're going to be fuzzy. If you look at the pictures, you can kind of sort of tell that they're fuzzy. And when I will do a video and show you me washing them so that you can see how I do it. We're thinking they're just barely a week old, so maybe 7 days max, but we're not exactly sure because, like I said, I don't know when she had them. I don't know how long they were out here before I heard them squalling all day and had to intervene. So we're kind of just watching things, and like I said, I do not have a scale that reads grams. If I had a scale that read grams, then that would help me get a better idea as to how old they are due to their weight. So we're just kind of taking things one step at a time. Every 2 hours they get fed and they do their little tinkle, and sometimes they do a duty. It just depends on if they have to or not, I guess. But that's what we're doing right now. And we do have a heat advisory today, but I'm trying to get this done while the heat's not bothering me too much. But I can tell it is starting to bother me. So we're gonna get as much as I can done here, which is basically what I just did, especially because now the sun is directly out. So we're gonna go in. So I hope that this makes you feel a little bit better, that I haven't been just forgetting about you guys or not doing videos. I've been extremely busy, and feeding 3 kittens every 2 hours. It takes about 20 minutes for each kitty to eat, and so it takes about an hour to feed them. So I have very little to no time, especially for sleep. So it's very exhausting. But please make sure that you like and subscribe to keep informed as to how they're doing and everything. I will get a video out sooner or later on how the garden is doing and everything. Like I said, I'm just extremely swamped right now. I do appreciate all of your support and you guys watching. Thank you very much. Remember, no matter what, you are someone, you do matter, and I love you. And we'll see you on the next video, because it's time for me to go in. The sun is burning my toes. Until then, ciao now.